What's going on, you guys? So check it right. I'm not sure about you, but something has been really bugging me. I can't be the only one with this thought, but does it seem as if Frank Casino doesn't seem like he's interested in making or releasing music anymore? Even though he is still visible on social media a bit, the nigga has become non-existent when it comes to his music, especially when it comes to putting it out. I mean, I only bring this up because I thought Frank was going to be the next big thing in the country or next big prospect in SA hip-hop, because he was on pace to doing so during 2017, 2018 with hits like Whole Thing, which got him noticed and recognized by established artists in the game like Riky Rick, who actually ended up jumping on the remix, which allowed his career to take off even more. He was also featured on Mayo by DJ Speedster, which had Young Swiss, Shane Ego and Teleman on there, and that was one of the biggest tracks in the country at that time. So he had a lot of hype around him, which he lived up to because he did go on a crazy run, staying consistent with these drops and even providing visuals to complement all the music we were getting. So even though it was short-lived, like, his output level and consistency was something to witness and I guess appreciate at the time, because it's no longer like that. The thing about Frank is that he has a unique sound. Like, he sounds like no one else, and that's what separates him from everybody that he works with, and that helps him stand out. I mean, he's got a deep and raspy voice that he infuses with trap beats, and it creates a really dope sound. But not only does he stand up because of his voice, he's actually got bars and the lyrical ability to keep up with anyone that he does a song with. So because of all of that, right, all signs were pointing towards him being one of the top rappers in the country. And I mean, other established artists, both locally and international, like, they started to notice the nigga and his music. I mean, he ended up doing tracks with Casper Nyovest, creating a banger with Sudden. And guys, I will say that verse that Cass had on Sudden was fire. Probably one of his best verses that he's done. But he also went on to work with A$AP Ferg on Low, which was another banger. Like, my nigga was creating hits with so much ease. So from creating endless hits and featuring some of the biggest rappers in the game, like, where did it all change? Why the disappearing act? Because everything had fallen in place for him. And from what I understand, it was a case of him taking a break from the industry and focusing more on the business side of the music. And I guess him also doing his own thing and finding himself. With that said, right, I understand that you need to do what makes you feel happy, because the climate we're in, right, your mental health or your mental well-being is so important and crucial. And I'm sure he felt burnt out from the consistent output level which he once had. But despite all of that, right, he released a track a couple of months ago and even promised to drop an album, but that hasn't turned out to be true yet. I mean, he had a banger with Forever that he did with Ricky, and that brought back some of the hype he once had before he went ghost on us. But now he sort of killed his own hype once again by not following up with the album or keeping to his promise. Now, I'm not saying people won't be checking for Frank whenever he does drop, but you sort of let your fans down when you give empty promises and constantly disappear, where it honestly looks like you're sabotaging yourself. And it's like you're really not interested in releasing the music you have, or at least that's what it feels like, because we truly don't know what he's going through. But guys, the crazy thing is that Frank actually doesn't have a debut album out yet. If I'm not mistaken, Something From Me is a mixtape which he released back in 2018, and he's got one EP with Heroes of Tomorrow, which was just filled with smashes. As I said, like, there's Come Alive on there and there's Sudden. So that EP was fire, man. But for someone as dope as Frank, who is pretty much established in the game and who doesn't have an album out yet, like, I would say it's time to get more music from him in the form of a full body of work. But yeah, guys, do you feel as if Frank Casino isn't interested in releasing music anymore because of the constant disappearing, or is he just doing his own thing at his own time? And if he does drop an album, like, will you be checking for it, or do you no longer care what he does or has to offer to us anymore? Let me know down below in the comment section. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.